All right, it's 2025.
Yes.
And if you are thinking, let me just go ahead and try online dating, or if you're thinking, been there, done that, but maybe I should try again, you want to write video.
Yes, with Terrence and Jill, God-Ordained Union, and our purpose is to help increase kingdom marriages.
Yes, we are. We are on a mission to help inspire
Mhm.
you and to motivate you. If you're feeling like, when is my person coming? I've been waiting for my soulmate. I'm tired of waiting. We know what you feel like. We've been there. We
Mhm.
were over 50 when we
Yes.
met. So we know how you feel. All right. So this is a hot topic that is on the radar.
Mhm.
And we want to talk about it, and we'll share our personal experience and thoughts about dating apps and what came out of it for us. But we want to encourage you, because that's what we do. So, baby,
Yes, ma'am.
do you think that dating apps are worth it in 2025?
Short answer,
Yes.
yes.
Ooh.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Long answer is because, first of all, I think finding love is a faith move. So just by activating a dating app is just an example of how to activate or show that you're initiating a faith move.
Oh my gosh. So just like just signing up,
Just
just
signing up
saying,
because you got to put yourself out there. So
yeah.
whether you do it in person, whether you do it online, whether you do it on the phone, it's all the same thing. It's just a different version of how you're doing it.
It's a faith move.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
showing
faith
faith.
move.
Ooh, I like that. All right. What else we got? Why else is it worth it in 2025?
Well, because it also expands your territory. I mean, right now,
Mm,
every one of us getting to this point where we're stuck in this rat race of going to work, coming home, going to work, coming home. You might go shopping, you might go to a restaurant to eat,
with your
but we
family.
all are creatures of habit. So we get stuck in a routine. And
Hmm.
sometimes that routine is going to limit you on
Hmm.
who you can meet,
And who you're around.
yeah, who
Hmm.
you're around.
Hmm.
So by getting on a dating app, it expands your territory. Now you got people from all over the
That,
world
yeah.
that are at
Hmm.
your disposal
Right.
or possibility of you meeting.
Right. So you took a faith move, and now you're open
Yeah, you
to a.
jumped out of a pond into the ocean.
Yeah, I like that, because that's
Yeah.
basically what happened to Ruth. Ruth,
Hmm.
she took a faith move to go with Naomi back to her home.
Yeah.
Ruth did not know that she was going to the field, to the dating pool, where she
Yeah.
was going to meet her Boaz.
Yeah.
And so it enlarges your territory, because Ruth was in the hood, she was in the ghetto.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm going to experience something different, something, and she didn't know what she was
Right.
going, literally, to be an aid to her mother-in-law,
Hmm.
her former mother-in-law.
Hmm.
And
Acts of service.
yes, acts of service. She's going, and
Hmm.
so she went and ended up going into another territory. God
Yeah.
enlarged her territory. The Bible says that that journey that they took, if it was on foot, it would have been a 2-year journey that they
Mm.
walked from where they were in Moab to, I think, Bethlehem. It was a two
Wow.
hour, I mean, a 2-year
Yeah.
journey. And so by her expanding her territory, she ended up finding her Boaz. She ended up going to where Boaz was. So yeah.
Wow.
What's number 3?
Number three is a dating app can assist you with and through the process of meeting somebody.
Mm.
So many times, people are nervous. They don't know how to get out there, especially if they hadn't dated in a long time. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, what do you say?
Mm-hmm.
Dating apps are set up to kind of put training wheels on you to
Mm-hmm.
help you through. It tells you nudge this person or touch this person, send this person a message. It tells you to respond. You have X amount of messages. You need to respond to these people. So it helps walk you through and
Mm-hmm.
help you get a little bit more comfortable of meeting people, especially people you've never met before.
Mm-hmm. So it, yeah, so for the introverts,
Hmm.
is is pretty perfect
Yeah.
for introverts
It
because you're
helps
not,
gives you possible
yeah,
questions to ask.
yeah, because you're not obligated to anyone. So
Mm-hmm.
it helps navigate you through the process. And once you go through certain steps of the process, you find out you don't like this person or it's not a good
Mm-hmm.
fit. I mean, you ain't obligated to that person. You
Right.
like,
Right.
see ya. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, number 4.
Number 4, I believe it gives you security. It helps you keep people at bay that you want to keep at bay because you haven't physically met them anywhere yet. So you have control a little bit better on who you allow into your personal space, who you invite in, and who you allow in. So
And
yeah.
in 2025, what we're dealing this whole civil unrest and the whole political climate is all over the place. And, they're saying, avoid crowds. And so you
Yeah.
being very cautious of what restaurants you're going to, what arenas you're going to. So online dating for 2025 is worth it because it helps you can be in the comforts of your home and date. And even
Right.
still, they have now with the apps, and it's been years since I've been on dating apps, but now they have it where you can do FaceTime and you can do virtual dates. And so 20, they have really taken their technology up to another level so that if there is a security concern, I mean, these days, like if you're paying for it, like they're really the security measures that they're taking with these apps is very serious. And so I know like one app, like your credit card has to match this and it's got to match that and it's got to match your ID. It's like very, very strenuous of how you even sign up. And so, yeah, but you're right. For this political climate that we're in, this current climate, security is a big concern. And so you don't have to worry about, of course, anything can happen anywhere, even in your home, but it's a little bit more safer, when you're in the comforts of your home. And number 5.
I think this is probably one of the most important ones outside of the faith move. And I think that is, it brings an emphasis on your personal awareness. It's going to tell you when you're setting up your profile, it's going to say you need to say this about yourself. How do you describe yourself? What are your strengths? What do you want them to know? It's going to help you. Wow, I got to take a deep,
take a deep introspection.
I got to do
I don't
an
even know that
introspection of
about
myself.
myself.
I didn't even think about that. And now I got to put it down on paper so other people can see it. So it helps you. It tells you, take pictures, with you smiling. It's telling you,
take pictures outdoors.
Yeah,
it tells you.
It's going to help you talk about you and describe you in a
bring
way
out
that
the
makes
best
people want to meet you.
And really expose you to bringing out some of your best qualities that you don't really realize you have.
Absolutely.
And so it does. And so I know from prior experience, like the dating apps before didn't have that. And then we've evolved over the years where now we're more into self-care and self-awareness. And so these apps really aid with that now. The technology really helps aid and helps us with becoming or showing a better version of ourselves. And so you're right. You're right. That is a very, very good point. So
and it helps also get you to thinking about things outside of physical appearance. It talks about values, what values and things you want people to know about yourself. And so it helps you say, well, there's different aspects of a person that you need to look into, and dating apps help you acknowledge that you're going to look at different things about a person versus just how they look.
Right. And I just also want to say, do you have any more points?
For this right here?
Yeah, for you 2025?
I think it also gives you an opportunity to slow the process down. It lets you control how fast you actually want to meet somebody in person. And to me, I like that because you get to a point now when you go on a first date after you've been on a dating site, you possibly could have been speaking to somebody on a dating site for 6-7 months before you actually got the courage to say, let me take you out for dinner, or let me take you out to lunch or something. Now that first date, it's a first date, but it's almost like you've known each other for a while now. So
yeah. I just also want to say because I know a lot of you may be reconsidering getting back on a dating app that like you've done it before, and I'm going to encourage you to do it again. And I want to also encourage you um to, and I know this might sound cliche, I know this might sound spooky spiritual, but I want to encourage you to truly, truly trust God, because in our situation, I actually, for those of you who don't know our story, I actually came across Terrence. I decided after I had been on a dating apps years prior to 2018. I was on a dating app in 2004. That I met my ex on a dating app in 2005, 2006. And so I have been on just about every reputable dating app, dating sites, and they just did not work for me. And then after like 5 or 6 years, I saw somebody on social media mention this particular dating site, and I did not know anything about it. And I said, well, you know what? Something said, just try it. Just try it. And so it was a faith move. And I got on the site. And when I got on the site, I nope. I kept scrolling. Nope, 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 nope. And I was starting to get discouraged. I had paid my $29.95. And I was like, nope, 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 nope. And then I came across a profile, and it was Terrence's profile. And so I looked at his profile and I was like, oh my God, it's something about this man. Like it is something, it was beyond an attraction. It was definitely a connection. I promise you, from his picture, but it was the words that he said in his profile. And it was like his words were describing me. And it was like, this man is something about this man. Everything about everything. It was only, I think, one picture. He didn't have a lot of pictures or anything, but it was just something about him. And so I got up the nerve, another faith move, to, because I thought he may have seen that I viewed him, but he never responded. And so that was like in June of 2018. And I had never heard, I sent a heart. Like I think one of the things you can do is send a heart or a nudge, and he was never responding. And so then I saw that he did not see my. Then one time I sent him a message, and it was no response. And then finally I saw someone said you can see if they viewed you, and I noticed that he did not view me. And so I was discouraged. I was so discouraged because I was like, well, maybe he found his person, and he's no longer, he's just letting his membership run out. So that was in June, and I think I did that all the way up until like October. I think I had like a 3 month subscription, and then I had, before I was going to renew for the next 3 months, something said, see if he's on social media, see if he's on Facebook. And as God does, I went on Facebook, in the same profile. First of all, he used his whole full name, which most people use an alias. I had an alias, Amethyst. Marilyn Amethyst. That was my name, Marilyn Amethyst. And so, which is my birthstone. And I'm from Maryland. So, but he had his full name. So that said a lot in itself. So I went on Facebook, and his name came up with the profile picture that he had on the dating site. And so I went on his Facebook page. And when I tell you, these were all faith moves, because this was just so much not like me. This is not my character. And so I went on, and I got up the nerve, and I sent him a DM. And y'all know the story. From, if you don't know the story, um yeah, I don't want to tell all that story, but the point is that God, if you make the move to do a thing, God will bring the increase. God will navigate you to where he will make it happen. And so God works in the algorithms. He works in all that. He orders your steps. He will order your steps. But you got to make the faith move, whatever that faith move is, to open yourself up. It is impossible. The Bible said without faith, it is impossible to please God. And so you can't just be closed up and he better find me, and you so closed and you can't receive him. So you've got to make some type of faith move to activate God's, you saying, God, do your thing. And that's exactly what happened to us. While I did make the faith move on the dating app, God navigated me where, and Terrence will tell you, you weren't even never on. You had gotten off that app, what, 5 years prior?
Yeah.
Look at how God operates. That app was still showing Terrence's profile 5 years later, and he was not even on that app for 5 years. So God works in the details. He works in the algorithms. And so, yes, I definitely say, dating apps are worth it. You don't know where you're going to meet your person. You don't know how.
But you got to start your process.
You got to make a faith move.
By being faithful. And by having faith.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as you have faith and never give up.
Yep. So you just don't know how he operates. And so you just got to be open to him. You could meet him at the Publix. It's probably somebody on your job. You saying, I don't know if I should go to, to the holiday party. Or I don't know if I should go to, such and such baby shower. Or I don't feel like going to another wedding. I'm sick of weddings. It's not me. If I'm not getting married, I ain't going to no more weddings. You don't know how he gonna do it. And
I want to just caution you. That thinking is probably why you haven't met anybody.
It's a block.
And the reason why I say that is because usually when you normally don't do a thing and then you get an invite and you sit there and think, that's normally not me. That ain't my saying. That's probably where God is going to introduce you to somebody that can change your life.
That's what happened to me. I said, I normally don't DM no man.
And that's probably
I
also
normally don't do that.
A way for you to say to yourself, God had to be involved with this.
Had to be.
Let me check with God to make sure that he did this, because I wasn't planning to come.
wasn't doing it. It worked against my flesh. I jumped out there. I did things I ain't never did before. So
that's why everything's it's a faith move.
It's a faith move.
You have to put yourself out.
Love is a faith move. Love is a faith move. Should I go out on a date with him? Just jump out there. Do it. God's got you. God's got you. So, all right. So I hope this helps. Leave some comments below. Let us know. Or have you tried online dating? Do you want to consider getting back on online dating? Let us know how y'all feel. I'm it could have its emotional roller coasters and ups and downs. And we both got dating app stories, that's, we could laugh about it now, but when it was happening, it was very disappointing and discouraging. But there's a word that someone said, that I heard someone say that preached. This was the word that they had for their New Year's Eve service, their crossover service. And it says, try it again. This time it's going to work. Try it again one more time. This time it's going to work. So I'm spreading that word to you. Try it again. This time it's going to work. All right. All right, so that's it for the Smiths, right?
Yeah, that's it. And look, we just want to thank you guys for sharing a few moments with us, allowing us into your home, allowing us into your space.
Yeah.
May this bless you.
Yes.
And know that you're one day closer to meeting who God has for you.
That's right. All right.
Deuces.